Hey, so this will be the final video that I ever make in this room, one that did very well for me on YouTube and made me a lifelong fan of VR. So it's interesting that this video will be the last in this room, but I'll keep it short and quick, guys. So many of you followed me originally for news videos, for VR news recaps in a format that you got accustomed to. You likely know that things changed and I stopped doing news videos and went to longer form content. A little bit by necessity, life events, having a child, different jobs, life happens. But also because there's a point where you have to realize that making VR news content is a game. There's a game to be played, but there's a tipping point. And at one point, instead of me playing the game played me. And the news coverage that I covered ended up becoming more for clicks rather than what I was interested in. And that is a fault of my own. And because of that, you have to realize your failures, realize when you're becoming the problem, and change content to what you want. Now, many of you have asked for me to do the news videos again, and it's on the table. In reality, making YouTube content it will never be my full-time job. It is not what I want to do full-time. Working within VR is what I want to do full-time, but not traditionally making content. However, it is a very passionate hobby of mine, one in which I do plan to do for a very, very long time, but the content that I want. My biggest reservation with news content right now is falling into the trap that every story will have to be meta or meta related or a meta quest related, because that's what drives clicks. And there are some that play that game very well. That game, like I said, played me. For moving forward, I'm going to need your help. But news videos will be coming back at least once a week. Here's what they will be, though. They're still going to be the news stories that I personally like. There are news stories that cover VR, maybe stories that don't get touched as often as they should, maybe stories that need a little bit more reporting. Hopefully, a lot of stories that you all want to hear about, because maybe everything's getting covered in the glamorous light and you'd like to hear the TLDR true story about it, similar to the story you may recall about the Meta company suing Meta, which in reality was a farce, but that really wasn't picked up on a lot. So what I need help with, there will be an email somewhere here, an email. If there are stories that you think need to be covered, stories that maybe don't get the biggest attention, and they can be meta related, I don't care. I'm still going to cover meta stuff. They're very important to the VR scene, and not covering them would be a disservice to you. However, it's not just going to be meta, which unfortunately a lot of VR news channels fall into that trap, and I will do my best this time not to get gamed. But send me stories throughout the week that you're super interested down at that link. I have, of course, ones that I'll find, but this will help me out because, of course, this is not my full-time job. And the videos will be a custom, something that you may have subscribed to me originally for, that kind of style, but with a little bit of a different direction now with time constraints. And I think you'll like them. And if you don't, hey, I'm not usually this open. I'm a little bit of a private guy, so a video in this type of format is something I don't typically do, talk directly to y'all, but times are changing. But this will be the last time that I make a video in North Carolina. I'll be moving to Seattle, Washington, so that should be fun. That's all I got to say. Not going to ramble on. Thanks, guys, for staying with me, for supporting me, for being a positive force for VR. And I hope I can keep doing, making entertaining content for you, valuable content, and overall, I'm just glad to make this content and have fun with y'all. So we'll bring it back to the old days. Beer and a video, and I'll see you next time, Space Cowboys. Peace.